Ever pondered how plagues have changed the trajectory of humanity? Throughout history, these devastating diseases have left an indelible mark, shaping the course of civilizations. They've molded societies, driving changes in infrastructure, law, and even the way we interact with one another. Economically, plagues have often been catalysts for radical shifts, redistributing wealth, influencing labor markets, and spurring innovation in the face of necessity. Culturally, the fear and uncertainty that plagues bring have sparked profound reflections on the human condition, leading to significant developments in art, literature, and philosophy. They've forced us to question our place in the world, our relationship with nature, and our collective resilience in the face of adversity. But the impact of plagues is not just historical. They continue to shape our present and future, challenging us to adapt, innovate, and unite in response to shared threats. From the earliest recorded times, plagues have been a constant yet unpredictable companion to humanity. Our journey starts in ancient Greece, 430 BC, with the so-called Plague of Athens. This plague was a devastating blow to a thriving city, causing widespread suffering and death. Symptoms were severe and swift, including fever, thirst, bloody throat and tongue, and a unique skin rash. The plague was so brutal that it left no part of Athenian society untouched, crippling its military and causing social and political upheaval. Theories about the plague's origin abound. Some historians suggest it was typhoid fever, others propose it was a form of Ebola. Yet despite the uncertainty, the impact of the plague on Athens was undeniably profound. It shook the faith of the Athenians, leading to a decline in traditional religion and a rise in philosophical questioning. The Plague of Athens marked the beginning of humanity's recorded battles with these invisible killers. Fast forward to the 14th century, and Europe is ravaged by the Black Death. A plague so deadly, it held the continent in a vice-like grip, and it wasn't just the sheer scale of its devastation that was horrifying. The Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, was a grim reaper, indiscriminately cutting down both young and old, rich and poor. It's estimated that between 25 to 50% of Europe's population was wiped out in just a few years. Imagine, entire villages, towns and cities left desolate and eerily quiet. The societal impact was just as profound. With so many lives lost, the feudal system crumbled, paving the way for significant shifts in power and wealth distribution. The world of art was forever changed too, as themes of mortality and the brevity of life began to dominate. The Black Death, a grim chapter of our history, forever changed the face of Europe. We leap to the 20th century, where the Spanish flu held the world in its grip. Emerging in the final year of the First World War, this virulent strain of the H1N1 influenza virus spread like wildfire. Countries across the globe were not spared, from the icy expanses of the Arctic to remote Pacific islands. In just 2 short years, the Spanish flu claimed an estimated 50 million lives. To put that into perspective, that's more than twice the number of casualties from the World War that had just ended. This pandemic didn't just change the world in terms of mortality, it also influenced societal structures and norms. The war had already left societies on the brink, and the Spanish flu pushed them over the edge. This led to significant changes in public health policies worldwide, as nations recognized the need for a more robust response to global health crises. The Spanish flu was a stark reminder of our vulnerability, even in the modern age. And now we find ourselves in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. A viral outbreak that began in late 2019, this novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 has since spread across the globe, touching every continent and affecting millions of lives. COVID-19, named for the year it emerged, has reshaped our world in ways we wouldn't have anticipated. The rhythm of daily life has been disrupted, with many of us experiencing lockdowns, social distancing, and the widespread adoption of mask wearing. We've seen the closure of businesses and schools, the cancellation of events, and a shift towards remote work and learning. Yet in the face of such a global crisis, we've also witnessed the power of human resilience and innovation. The scientific community responded with unprecedented speed, mapping the genome of the virus within weeks of its identification. This rapid response enabled the development of diagnostic tests and the creation of vaccines in record time, heralding a new era in medical science. The swift global vaccination effort has been a testament to the power of international cooperation. It has shown us that when we work together, we can tackle even the most daunting of challenges. Yet, it has also highlighted the disparities in access to healthcare between nations and within communities, reminding us of the work still to be done to ensure health equity. The COVID-19 pandemic has also underscored the importance of public health measures and the crucial role of healthcare workers. We've seen the bravery and dedication of those on the front lines, working tirelessly to care for the sick and prevent further spread of the virus. Despite the immense challenges and loss, there are lessons to be learned from this pandemic. It has shown us the strength of our scientific community, the power of collective action, and the resilience of the human spirit. As we navigate through the COVID-19 era, we are reminded of the long shadow that plagues cast on human history. From Athens to the present day, plagues have left indelible marks on our story. They have tested the resilience of societies, reshaped economies, and brought about seismic shifts in cultures. The plague of Athens, the Black Death, the Spanish flu, and the COVID-19 pandemic, each in its own time, has underscored the fragility and determination of human life. These plagues have been brutal reminders of our vulnerability, yet they have also been catalysts for change, spurring advancements in medicine, public health, and social infrastructure. They have pushed us to rethink our relationship with the world, with each other, and with ourselves. But the story doesn't end there. With each outbreak, we've learned, adapted, and grown stronger. We've built better systems, developed new technologies, and fostered global cooperation. Our story is one of survival, resilience, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. As we continue to grapple with these invisible enemies, we are reminded of our resilience and our unyielding pursuit of knowledge and survival.